됐어? 마음에 들어.
Irritating my boyfriend.
Good evening, students. Very good evening. How are you all? I hope you are doing fine. Um, so, today we will discuss from yesterday's class that we were discussing about mm, the GMP guidelines for premises. We had that long video yesterday, how the premises looks like, and we have discussed some important guidelines, how the premises should look like. So we will continue with the same slides and we will have a short lecture today. We want to just finish that topic because I don't want to take that topic to the next lectures also. So we will just focus on that thing today. Sorry, my voice is not so uplifting today. Just having a bit tired from the work. Yeah, I had shared yesterday with you over the group the video also and the presentation also. All thing for the introduction also has been shared. Okay. So further in the premises, pipe work, light fitting, ventilation points, drains effectively ventilated with air control facilities, and they should be well lit with proper lighting. So quality control areas, they are the places in the laboratories. They should be separated from the production areas, and where biological and microbiological or radioisotope method has to be done, their employed should be separated from each other. So quality control laboratory area should be designed to suit the operations to carried out in them, and sufficient space should be given to avoid mix up and cross contamination, right? And the design of the laboratory should take into account that suitability of construction materials, preventions of fumes and ventilation. And beyond that, a separate room may be needed for instruments to protect them against electrical interference, vibrations, contact with excessive moisture, and other external factors. So this is how the walls need to be, with proper lighting, covering on the floor, ceiling, and all the services has to be done properly. It should not be just unmaintained. So if you have you been into any pharmaceutical unit, or you will be in future, you will see everything will be well maintained, everything is in order. If you see things are not in order, that means something is problem with the GMP guidelines. These people are not following as it should be. So these has to be maintained very well. So some typical finishes that taken care in the premises, like in the warehouse, the wall should be painted, the floor should be hardened concrete and sealed. They should be, yeah, no sealing is required in that point. Dispensary, liquid manufacturing, solid packaging, all these laboratory, they should be all be epoxy covered, right? Epoxy covered everything. So these things need to be done properly. Further, in the building design, in the services, provision should be made for drains, water, steam, electricity, and other services, allow to the ease of for maintenance. And access should be possible without disruption of activity within the actual rooms provided with the services. And design and construction feature, how the design and construction should looks like. So any such building shall have adequate space for orderly placement of equipment and materials to prevent mix-up between different components, drug, product containers, closures, labeling in processed materials or drug products to prevent contamination. So the flow of components, drug product containers, closures, labeling, in-process materials, drug products to building or building shall be designed to prevent contamination. And aseptic processes has to be taken care without any airborne diseases, right? Like floors, walls, ceiling of the smooth hard surfaces that are easily cleanable, temperature and humidity control, and air supply filtered through high efficiency particulate air filters under positive pressure regardless of whether flow is laminar or non-laminar, a system for monitoring environmental conditions, and system for cleaning and disinfecting the room and equipment to produce aseptic conditions. And also a room which should have control all these aseptic conditions. So if you're going into the lab or into the drug production area, wear a proper lab coat, wear proper headgears, right? Wear shoes. For the shoes, wear something different which is not from the outside. Wear proper gloves also, that you're not bringing any dirt from outside. And within your building, the air filters that you're having, they should maintain proper air coming in. It should not be just bad airs coming in. And you should not have a windows actually there, like we used to have. It should be all sealed without any windows. And yeah, glass, you can have a glass windows which should not be open actually. It could be transparent, that's fine. And beyond that, proper discipline has to be there, that people are using their mobile phones, eating their food. This should be avoided when you're in the lab or in the industry, right? Usage of phone should be also avoided in these places, because this might create some unwanted circumstances that are not required. So all the conditions which will create bad conditions, growth of microorganisms, it should not be done here. So adequate lighting shall be provided in all area. uh, Define the amount of light, lux or foot candles reaching the working surface for each area involved in the production of pharmaceutical. Public standard exists for some type of work. Normally, a range of 30 to 50 foot candles ensures worker comfort and have ability to perform efficiently and effectively. However, 100-foot candles, these are the measures to light some units in some areas as well as the lighting for some operations. So yeah, some backup energy should be there if the light goes off. Normally in the foreign countries it does not happen. Maybe once in a year, and they will tell you in advance also. But this is also not happening in Delhi itself. We never see that lightning cut are being done as done in our earlier age in a previous time. But yeah, so lightning should be provided for the workers properly. It is one of the important part. Then ventilation, air filtration, air heating and cooling, right? So as I said, there should be adequate ventilation should be provided. So there should be equipment to maintain the air pressure, microorganisms, dust, humidity, temperature of the room. It should not be high or should not be too low. In the case of manufacturer, processing, packing or holding of a drug product. So air filtration systems including pre-filter and particular matters air filters shall be used when appropriate air supplies. Then air handling system for the manufacturing, processing and packing of penicillin shall be completely separate from those for the other drug products or for human use. So this is very special. You have a ceiling on the top of your building under which the air filters are there. So the air that we are getting is getting filtered out, and all the waste air that is going out, there's also one suction pump for that. So in this way, the room in the people who are working or in the lab, it should be always aseptic and without any microorganisms. So the when air handling system, because that's very important, it should be properly clean and it should have no any errors in them. So it should have placement of air inlet and outlet ports always. Adequate precautions need to be taken care. Temperature and humidity conditions should be provided personal comfort. And whereas the differential pressures are required between adjacent areas, suitable monitoring equipment should be provided. And sitting of final air filters, air usually enters rooms near the ceiling and leaves from the opposite side near the floor. So, I mean, these things that we are talking today, that even though they are very general things, that how the premises, the good manufacturing practices, according to the GMP, how the premises should have these things. But I wanted to like go in so details about each parts like lighting, aseptic processing, design, services, premises, quality control areas, and many more, because they make sense, because these are things that we never talk about, but these are one of the important part. If somebody wants to have your own industry, you want to be entrepreneur and start your own building, making, let's say you're producing ibuprofen on a large production, and these things you need to maintain during that time. The plumbing system now comes. The potable water shall be supplied under continuous positive pressure and plumbing system free of defects to produce our drugs without any contamination. Potable water shall be meet standard prescribed in the Environmental Protection Agency, and drain shall be adequate size where connected directly to the sewer, and shall be provided with an air brake or other mechanical device to prevent back siphonage. It should not come back all the sewage part. It should keep flowing in the straight part. So sewage, trash, all the waste output building immediately premises shall be disposed of in safe and sanitary manner. A pharmaceutical plant may consider disposable in several different ways, like product disposal, printed packaging disposal, general trash and sewage. Now, product disposal, any product requiring disposal should initially be separated from its packaging if appropriate. For example, any product to be disposed of an approved landfill site should not be left in impermeable glass, plastic, or other containers. So there are risks associated with destruction of products, potential for product to get diverted, contamination of groundwater. So ideally, incineration procedures have preference over the landfill. Printed packaging disposal. So the disposal of printed packaging components, including labels, inserts, and cartons, possesses no health risk. However, ineffective disposal, such as into public landfill, can give rise to public concern that product may associated with the packaging, and such materials should be preferably incinerated. Further, washing and toilet facilities, these should be will be provided also, including hot and cold water, soap, detergents, air dryers, single service towels, clean toilet facilities to the all workers. So in addition, GMP regulations, Occupation Safety and Health Administration, OSHA, the washing and toilet facilities has a very important impact. So these requires toilet rooms to be separated for each sex, the male and female, and also the toilet room should be locked when they are not required, and minimum number of water closets based on the number of users. Then sanitation, any building used in the manufacture possessing packaging or holding a drug product shall be maintained in a clean and sanitary conditions. So any such building shall be free of infestation or by rodents, birds, insects, or other vermin. So laboratory animals. So it should not like a pigeon is coming up into your ibuprofen products. Yeah, and there should be written procedure assigning responsibility for sanitation and describing in sufficient detail the cleaning schedule, methods, equipments, materials for the all one that who are working there. Further, there should be written procedure for rodenticides, insecticides, fungicides, all sanitizing agents that they're using. The written procedure, like how much is want to use it, because here they nowadays in the five-star hotel, if you go, or in the big malls, when you close the door in the back side, there you will see sometimes the people are writing the presence at the airport also, that I have done this work on that day, my protocol is done. Even in the big industries, they really take care of this part. The things have been cleaned as per suggestions. So these protocols need to be maintained also. So sanitation procedures shall apply to work performed by contractors or temporary employees, as well as work performed by full-time employees. And maintenance has to be taken care. That is, any building used in the manufacture, processing, packing, or holding of drug products shall maintain in good state of repair. It should not be that you keep making your products and there's no maintenance is being taken care. So any cracks, holes in the building, insulation pipes, sewage system, lightning, anything, it has to be taken care. Air things, So essential services like water, steam, vacuum, compressed air, gases, electricity, dust extractions, all has to be taken care. Yeah. So that's it. It was a short lecture. I had shared these things with you already. So yeah. So just today is a 30 hours, 30 minutes lecture, and then right. So we see us tomorrow. Actually, as I said, we will continue in this week. From the next weekend, we will take off, but in this week, we will continue like this. So we are done with the GMP guidelines for premises today. Our introductory part was over yesterday, and we will continue with further topics in our upcoming days. So I will try to focus more on the USA based, Europe based, of how things are happening there, and then maybe we compare them with also the Indian system, how our systems are. We try to make things together, a combinatory methods. So, okay, students, thank you so much. Just a short lecture for today. We see us then tomorrow at 8 p.m. Then, thank you so much.